All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, I hope I didn't forget anything, I guess. Oh, it's warm today, guys, I can tell you that. Was is het? Oh, ja, 2 Alright. Yeah, so we're back. I don't know, man. Let's walk around a bit. We'll go to the MRT station. I have no idea where to go. I could go back home immediately, but you would think that now that I'm here, maybe we could do some tourist stuff, right? I'm not entirely sure what, but oh, let's see. I could do something simple like going to the bookstore, buy a book and grab a cup of coffee, you know, study a bit, that kind of the usual nonsense. It's not a non-option at all. Could do that. I could also go home straight, but it's almost lunchtime, so I guess it's good to eat something. My legs are fairly okay. I can walk today. After the previous one, I couldn't walk at all the next day. Although yesterday was really tough and really slow. 21 kilometers in 4 hours and 18 minutes is not exactly the world record, right? But that said, it was really tough. So yeah, I mean, I think it's 16 minutes, but you get the point. Like, the goal was to keep it under 4. Didn't exactly work out. It was from the first second until the final second. It was just pain. I hadn't prepared well enough. I can tell you that. So yeah. Then that happens, you know. That is kind of normal. It seems that the stream is alright. If there is anything, let me know. So yeah, we're in Kaohsiung. So yeah, the thing went through military schools. It actually, I mean, literally carrying a camera wasn't exactly, would probably have been a bit too much, but you could easily bring your phone and take pictures. It wasn't all that serious. And I signed up for it before and it never was too serious. But okay, I think that maybe literally carrying a camera is a bit too much, but you know. I could have played the dumb foreigner card. Not, I mean, you know, officially, I mean, right, I'm the most famous person on the island, more or less. But officially, of course, they don't know me. So it's always easy to play the dumb foreigner card. Although I never do that anymore, but like. Let's see. Could grab a U-bike. I'll walk probably and take public transportation because it's a bit hard to take a U. Although, you know, I could do it easily while streaming. Yeah, how was this again? What? Feng So I guess we have to so we have to go on straight basically. I was just a bit slow there, I guess. bring a book with me? My backpack was. I don't really know. It's a quiet day. It's Monday here. Monday, I mean, there's not much to say. I mean, yeah, it's Monday. So that's a school, probably a military school. Not too much to say. Yeah, there's just some stuff. Yeah, some. The western part of this particular area, elementary school, outside. So this is one of the chain store cram schools. Yeah, when you're from Europe, you're just kind of used to it. Anyway, I'm not sure if you could see it. Opposite of the elementary school. Right. Music cram school, actually more interesting. Piano, it seems, at least in this case, but it's closed now. It will surely open later. It's right. Math. This one is for math. So the names, the school, and their what they achieved. And this is Winley. Yeah, so this is Winley. It's like Chinese and stuff. It's probably Anqing Ban. They probably do like half the curriculum. Anyway, that's pretty. That's a pretty normal site, by the way. So I'm not used to that. Here it's. probably gonna buy a kettlebell. I'm not entirely sure. There is a gym at the uni, I guess, right? I would check it out. I will decide later today. There's all noodles here and stuff. Let me see. Ilu. I'm wondering if I'm going right. Let me check out my GPS for a second. Ilu. I can't go wrong too much anyway. It's impossible. But like, you know. One second, let me quickly turn on the GPS on my other phone. GPS, how does this work again? Oops. So let me see, 大东专光华路，所以是真的这边要右转，对不对？ I have to go turn right here. If I want to go to the MRT station. Oh, I should have turned right one earlier. So where am I now? Nah, no, it should be fine. Turn right here. Basically, I turn right here. No one's here. There is a temple nearby. Anyone in for some touristy stuff? There is stuff nearby. I mean, there is the Fengshan Longshan Si. I mean, we could go. Not in a hurry whatsoever. I have to do some homework, but it's very little. Luckily, it's not really like. weather is nice today. It will get much hotter, but and then it's also nice if you're like, you know, not full-time drinking all the time, but it's okay, right? But yeah, the weather is good. Alright. So we could do some touristy stuff like this. I had no idea what happened here, but I'm actually looking at the map. I'm not exactly worried of them. Trust me. I think they're more worried of me than I'm of them, which is a good thing. Alright, we could do some touristy thing. Let's do some tourist thing, you know, while we're here. I'm never here basically, so I don't know. Apparently there was a fairly big temple or something. I don't really know, man. We took a bit of a detour then, but it doesn't matter either. And then we need to think of some place to have some lunch, I guess. I don't know. Everything I used to know surely has all changed, so it's a little bit... It's not the easiest question. You can probably see it already. I could have planned something, would have been a bit wiser, but yeah, I mean... Yeah, next time I'll plan it a bit better. I mean, you know, but it doesn't matter too much. I think I'll stick to what I know to this time. So what we can do, we can go to like a mall I used to go to pretty often. I'll have some lunch there somewhere, something fairly random, simple stuff, right? And then we can do a bit of a walk. We can also take the MRT, but actually it's a walk. I can add one or two interesting stories, you know, or stories that will make you frown, so to say. But we'll see, we'll see. Let's first do the tourist thing. Further than I thought. We should be getting there. No, I mean, it's not that far. Alright. Yeah, we're here. Maybe it's here on the left. So there should be something fairly big. I'm not sure how interesting it is. Or is it on the right? Is it this thing? It might be just this thing. I can't hear. Oh. Yep, it's this thing. So this is the Fengshan Longshan Si. Fengshan is the name of the area. Longxiang Tou Gong. This kind of stuff I cannot read. It's classical Chinese. Right. This kind of stuff. Longxiang Qian Gong. 什么灯切立天，藏佛法无边。跟 G. I have no idea what that means. It's supposed to mean. On the left there is 山河寺 no idea 拂灭修罗道点叠老早悟的一 I can't say that I understand what that means, right? It's a pretty small thing. This is what it looks like. These things look like this. It's not a big one. So they're praying over there actually. They're like throwing in like paper money. Paper money. Paper money. that type of is normally like I am chin. Yeah, it symbolizes something that has to do with life. Let's quickly have a look. We always enter from the right. Yeah, and then they are doing their stuff here. So it's like it's similar to the Thai version actually. I'm positioned exactly wrong. Anyway. So yeah. Lots of people here, so I'm not gonna stay too long. That's not always possible, of course, but.
全部都是来自于。不然呢？那怎么称呼？现在给了吧？天哪啊！啊，那我们上次阿哥呢？哥哥走，爸爸走。这要住几人？我找到一个图像，绝对会了。
Oh, Sunday. So here, today is an active day basically. They're praying and shit stuff. So yeah. Normally when we pass these things on the countryside, right? And there is often too much going on. But today at least there is a lot more going on. Yeah, so here's what we just saw. So they're burning money in the oven there, basically. It looks like, I'm not sure what it is supposed to be. I don't really feel like asking right now. But it looks like it has a particular purpose. I probably know which one.抱歉，可以问一下吗？
您说，
就是墓地在拜那个墓地是什么？是拜什么？还是可以？
您说烧这个吗？
对，
烧这个主要就是说，像这个金子要答谢神明，啊，像这个的部分，就是说我们每个人都有运气 ，lucky， 对，有没有运气？没有运气，我们可以用这个来补我们的运气。
啊，是这样子。
那当然，我们也是要做善良的事情啊，
了解，
这样才有相辅相成。
对，所以这个是运气，那个是
像给神明的，要答谢谢谢神明的啊，了解。Thank you God。
OK， 好。So there are two things basically. So one of them is that they burn just to thank God basically. So the yellow ones you saw, they burn them to thank God. And then there were the other bigger ones that I didn't really recognize, and they were to increase your luck. And of course he said, when you increase your luck, you also have to do some good deeds to have it really increased. But the purpose is to increase your luck in life, I guess, right? So yeah, guys, we learned something. Right? We learned something. I really have big fights with my gimbal. It doesn't work very well, and the battery is also always. I'm not entirely sure what's wrong here. It's already yellow. That's really quick. The stream's on for 41 minutes. Seems a bit too quick to me, but maybe it is just like that. Let me quickly check right where I am. I'm here. Okay. Tatong. So this one we turn right, and then we essentially arrive at the MRT station. Dental clinic. Yeah, so we're gonna head for some same old and then walk a bit of a new part, I guess. So this is a school. I thought it was some like cultural center. Well, on the right you can't really see it. Yeah, but it's actually a school. Ah yes, yesterday at night I stopped here very briefly, right? So we're in the same road. Looks quite different during the day, right? A bit. Yeah, a bit more normal, obviously. Oh, there's the MRT station. Pet store, 传统豆花 some. We're gonna get it sometime somewhere. 豆花 is like I'm not sure about China. I'm sure they have it in China. It's like something, you know, you get some like, I don't know how to call it, tofu-based thingy, and then you can add all kinds of, yeah, 豆饼、红豆什么红豆汤、绿豆汤什么奇奇怪怪的东西都可以加。I don't really know, man. Yeah, red bean. So generally add in some, not generally, you add some sweet stuff to it. Like, so I just said like red bean soup or green bean soup or well, sometimes you can also add lemon or lime. I actually used to add, when I buy it, I mostly add lime. It's a long time ago, but yeah. Yeah, so this is the MRT station. It's the Shanghai Commercial and Savings Bank, also important, of course. Dian mian chu chu, 三星。大东站。Stairs are still a bit of an issue. I don't walk them very gracefully at the moment. So this is the MRT station. Alright, so we're gonna have a little detour to a department store. It's pretty empty today. Yesterday it was really crowded, but today's Monday during the day. Trust me, it will be empty. That was 2 days ago. 大聊1分钟。We are going in the other direction though, not 大聊。They changed the name of the final the final stop for some reason. All right, so as you can see, we're there. We're in like 大东, right? 大东, and we are going to Formosa Boulevard, and we're gonna switch to the red line, right? I think then it's 4 stops, so it's a little bit of a MRT ride. Like I don't know, maybe like I have no idea how long, but it will take a little while, but not too long, maybe half an hour or something. This is the safety guard waiting zone. Just they have designated, I mean they used to. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. It's probably going to be really quiet, like very different from 2 days ago. You see there are a few people there, but like like very few. And yeah, there are like 2 folks sitting there, but you get the point. There is almost nothing here. There will be seats, so to say. I can sit down and chill a bit. Three more minutes. 3 more minutes.
年长、行动不便及携带大型行李之旅客，请搭乘电梯。高雄捷运感谢您的配合。
列车进站后，每块公里都是一段故事。邀请您莅临世界最美地铁站——美丽岛站，感受水仙大师经典巨作《光之穹顶》。
本列车开往哈马斯方向。
Yeah, plenty of seats. That's
吹、红刷、风伞、风扇。
Next station, Bangshan West, City Council.
凤山西站市议会，
凤山西站市议会，凤山西站市议会，
Bangshan West, City Council.
There is a new
Next station, Wei-Wu-Yi. 威武的。Next station, Linya Sports Park. 林雅运动园区，林雅活動區，林雅運動園區，林雅 Sports Park。 列出下一站5D5 Next station Route Y2。错，我列出5D5 Route Y2。Next station, Cultural Center. 文化中心 Cultural Center。 Next station, ENG Elementary School. 信义国小，信义国小，信义 Westcell, 信义 Elementary School.
好，我再问一下。我有保单。看那是多少钱？
下一站北绿岛，往小岛冈山车站方向的旅客，请在本站换车。各位旅客您好，下一站将开启右侧车门。好，请站，你那个下一站你 Next station, Formosa Boulevard. Passengers for Gangshan Station or Shanghai, please change trains at this station. At this station, doors will be opened on the right-hand side. 次は伊江島です。レッドラインをご利用のお客様は、当駅でお乗り換えください。美丽岛，mỹ美的米丽岛 Formosa Boulevard。转乘红线旅客，请下楼搭车。
拜拜。
我靠！ I'll show you guys something else. I intended to show today's one, but I can show you now. I can show you. I just need to find the exit. I have to go up, but I'd rather avoid the stairs. The ones I just saw were really like, ooh, you know. No stairs for this guy today, basically. So this train station is called Formosa Boulevard, Melitao. So we're gonna go up to the exit, right? To the Dome of Light, guys. I'll show you a little thingy.
Step inside the yellow box.
Things have changed a lot. It used not to look like this, by the way. It used not to look like this. The other side is, yeah, that's more similar. I forgot what exit is, so I have to check that. So we need to be at so here it is. Oh, they changed the name. It's here, no? Let's give it a shot. Exit 3, no? I think it is here. It's also what I remember. So, probably alright. So, here. So, we're gonna take this one. So I lived here for like 2 months or something. As per usual, I was forced to. I got a little story to tell. They want it to be irreversible. It will be irreversible. Don't worry about that. Where is 3? Sun. So this is 2. 5, 6, 7, 8, 1. Okay, no, just 3, right? How difficult can it be? 3. 3 is there. It looks that it seems like I changed the name of the night market. So they put me in a place and they had prepared this all, by the way. If they come up with some lunatic nonsense, they prepared all the shit. So this was probably 2016, 10 years ago, around May, June, July, maybe August, June, July, August. I probably took the wrong exit. I have to figure out where exactly. This was supposed to go. Maybe, alright? Maybe, No, I went wrong. I misremembered the route a little bit. 1 second, no. These people here are not gonna get away with what they've done. You will soon see one of the million reasons why. If you read my blog a bit closely yesterday, you already understand it. That my price tag isn't even that extreme, so to say. It's actually like fairly decent. It's actually like fairly deep. Alright, I think maybe I should have done main station. I think that's my mistake here. Too much, let's figure it out. Yeah. It's okay, I have to cross the road a bit and... Yeah, exactly. I should have gone out at exactly the other point. Right, from Mazda Boulevard. Alright. It's during the day, so you can't see it super clearly, but... So I'm... So I have to cross the road. Right, I probably shouldn't have gotten out there, basically. So the place we're going to, I'll just start telling it basically. So first of all, there was obviously enormous amounts of ants, right? But other than that, there was also like, so I was living on the 3rd floor, and they had the building seem as if it was okay, but they started like seriously like construction, like full-time construction with drilling and everything. You just name it. Like they literally redid the place on the 2nd floor. So I was literally vibrating my way, you know, like out of it. And they had next to me, they had put an old guy every now and then for like a little bit of time to have like 2 like iron balls scratching to each other to produce a really high-pitched sound. We'll get to that later. Today there is some more you can watch. They were addicted to that stuff. Very important, of course, because of medical reasons. Because in their dream world, it was such a huge success that they tried to revert all dopamine things, right? Because it was very necessary, as you can see, right? So in their dream world, they thought it was the best thing since sliced bread. So they made an enormously fucked up lunatic bullshit story out of it. These fucking freaks. You know, and they're gonna pay extremely heavily for it. You know. So yeah, you're gonna see now where it was. Then they had like a former sort of like look-alike of a former teacher, and they had like this and that, and you know everything, you know. But it was torture. They had like it's a night market next to a night market, so they had like at like closing time, which didn't bother me too much because I had reversed my sleeping schedule. I slept during the day and was awake during the night. But like they had like that as well. So they could be like obnoxiously loud with fans, like not like normally loud, but like obnoxiously loud, etc. There was this whole thing. My arms got quite a few extra scars there, I can tell you. And then the computer guys had their own fucking lunacy on top of it. The Spectre, Linux, whatever, vulnerability, Intel kernel, whatever the fuck, right? Mitigation, all that nonsense. Complete bullshit, you know. Yeah, the autistic freaks got that. Got 2 words in. It was 10 years ago. The story goes on, guys. They did a few other things in those 10 years. And now you can clearly see how full of shit they were. So that's... Yeah, so for example, the stairs started out being like normal, but they turned out to be really crappy quality, and of course there was lots of construction going on. So in the end, it turned out to be only sand, kind of like, you know, very small, like pebble kind of, you know, it like grinded completely to nothing, basically. Let me double check if I'm going in the right direction, by the way, because I think I am, but not necessarily true, of course. No, I'm going wrong. One moment. Where on earth am I? 高雄车站对吧？然后6回1路。Alright, it's not too bad. So the best way is to like Yeah, so the easiest way is to turn left here and then left. It's not, I mean, we're making a bit of a detour, but not too serious. So I streamed a very white-looking place next to a not next, but close to an elementary school, right? Near the department store we're going to. So the place I was living before that one was, I think if I remember correctly, was this one. They had planned it all, man. It was complete lunacy. Who on earth, right? And then look what in the end. Yeah. I mean, if it really like was thought up in Cantonesia, so to say, then I think they have a few more issues to solve than just like. Okay. So, yo. So, yeah. So it's this road, now we turn left. So I'll show you where it was.
How much is this? Ah, okay, I have 10%.
Alright, so actually 2 days ago, the idea was to go to this night market, but the other one is far more interesting. So this is also, it's not too bad, but it's first of all much smaller, and secondly, it's really geared towards tourists, and also like the price is like at least like 60% more expensive for exactly the same thing, right? So that's, you know, you don't really. They use, I mean, everything changed a bit, of course, but as a local, you don't really. They changed it, by the way, guys. They changed it. I'll still tell you where it was. They changed it. They changed it. They changed it. Or is it though? Anyway, we'll see soon. We'll see soon. That's possible. My legs are feeling okay. I don't really feel them, just stairs are not possible right now. They don't even hurt seriously or anything. Tiny little bit. Yeah, the hammering kind of stuff and all the good shit. So it's not here, by the way. Where is it? No, this road is obviously way too big for a night market. Where is Kaohsiung? Qishan. night market. Oh, it's a little bit further down. All right.
精神回来，体力代谢。换季必带娘家益生菌。俗话说，春天。
就是这个很难在一起。
Let's see, because okay, we're getting there basically. This looks familiar. What have they done with the whole thing? 6和2路。Turn right. You can't turn right here. They got rid of it? How can it be? Now here I've been before, I mean, you know. But then the little problem is that they... my thingy is running out of battery, so... Let me quickly charge it. Sorry guys, quality will be a little bit abysmal for a little while, but no choice, sadly enough. Guys, quality will be a little bit less, but you know, sometimes it's just how it is. It will be better. I will switch to the, you know. Ah, yes. During the day you can go here. Right. I remember. So this is correct. Then in the beginning it was also correct. I can show you where it is. That took me a little while. It has been a little while. No, during the day, because I didn't come here very often during the day. So at some point they will, or they really like exited the thing, although there's still some left. I mean, this wasn't there for sure. 日曜本谱. This was not exactly. This was also most definitely not there. I think, no, that's a new one. There probably still is, but not at this time. It makes sense. It's like, what time is it? 1 or something? Well, it's like getting close to 2 p.m. It's a bit too early. In an hour or two, they will start like, you know, they will start like building up, but it's it's different. It's different now. Should come here someday, you know, not today, but we'll get back here because I'm kind of curious. I'm going to show you the place where it was. I'm going to show you the place where it was. Yeah, so the stream is a little bit shaky now, but you know. Yeah, and there's the 7-Eleven. I've been there more than once, so to say. So all kinds of lunatic nonsense happened here. For example, in that 7-Eleven one time, I got like, you know, some late night, early morning, whatever beers, right? And you know, it was so lunatic that you know, there was some guy beginning 20s or something working there. He was like trying to boss me around, you know, like, you know, the good old what was supposed to be fruity and style thing. And then I just looked at him. I went to my place. I got my beers. I went to my place. I did a few extra, you know, things in your arms that you should not be talking about. Then went back. Then bought one more beer. Let the whole thing be covered in blood. And then took it to him and said, you know, I want this beer. All right. And the guy was completely silent with his fucking bullshit camera, fucking lunatic freak show, right? He was completely silent. Here it goes. Hasn't changed. Hasn't changed. I was much younger. My hair was black. You know, I was like 30 kilo lighter. I gained a bit of weight, but not much. Right? Here it goes. This one. Yeah, so got a bunch of drinks. So thing, just as a little thing, all right. So this lunacy went on. People are completely dead. I have no idea. So this lunacy went on. Then so it was, they might have changed that, we'll see about it. It was, obviously you do not exactly, I think it was here. So I thought back. Yes, here. Yes. And it was. It hasn't changed. Maybe it has, but here it was. And it was. They changed it a little bit. There used to be a Taupai here, and the doors were different, and blah blah blah. It was here basically. It looks slightly different now, but not by the stretch of any imagination. I think this one was already there back then. And the interesting thing is, I'll show you one more thing. There are many stories I could tell, but one of the more interesting ones is this. So when you walk in this direction, I think it is, and then here turn left, yes. Here turn left. And then turn right here. This one was there 10 years ago already, wasn't it? Turn left. And then turn left here. I think it's here. It might be the next one, but I think it's here. It's a bit hard to say. Also, these places might have moved already. So I don't see it here. So it might really be the next one. I mean, you know, I don't remember anything. Anyway, around the corner, so there's a church here now, by the way, very funny. So around the corner, very, very funny, by the way. I mean, you know, if you want to die, right? So, yeah, no, 24 hours. I'm talking to you, like, washing the laundry, and I met a place which is closed now, also pretty interesting. But like, so here there used to be, I think it was this one. I'm not gonna look further, I mean, those things move all the time, I mean, you know. It doesn't really matter, but it was one of these two. There was a breakfast shop. There was a breakfast shop. 还在哦，还在哦，应该是那个明星早餐店。明星早餐店，好 ，there， 明星早餐店。Let me check. I can't see it. It's probably this one. And then they had a TV. They had a TV. Yeah, I have a break now. I mean, no, it's probably this one. So they had a TV, and then on the TV, so I wrote a little blog post yesterday. So that dude, they had like an extremely overly fat lookalike of him, and showed while I was being tortured and this and that, you know, like literally bombarded with the most lunatic nonsense about like writing books about Taiwan, and I don't know what the most ridiculous stuff ever, you know. I've mentioned it all over the years. Not all, but like, they were showing that they had finally caught that guy, so to say. Now, isn't that fucked up, isn't it? I mean, if you want to die, you know, I guess you want to die. I mean, I would not really understand why, but you know, whatever. So yeah. But like, yeah, so they did that. Yeah, they showed it. One of those, you know, at 8 o'clock in the morning, right? You know, get some breakfast, like / dinner, whatever it exactly was. So they did, yeah, PX genuine. If you're thinking like this guy is crazy, no man. These are real stories. So 10 years, then they wasted 10 years of my life on that fucking shit. Can you imagine? And now they refuse to acknowledge it, basically. I think they're just gonna be taken over straight away, but for publicly showing off that type of nonsense. We're gonna go there during nighttime sometime. You can see it. think one of these stories, a time is enough. You get the idea. I can actually tell them in full and also in real life what happened. And you'll be like, holy motherfucking shit. And I'll be like, and it turns out I was supposed to be having a fight out of all the million stories that they created. A fight with the mafia. And the point is, I never even take those freaks seriously because they did something 20 years ago. They should already be hiding in a cave for basically, which they didn't, right? So then out of all these fucking lunatic nonsense stories, I was supposed to having a fight with the kindergarten kids with a gun. I mean fucking seriously, right? If you don't understand what I'm talking about, read my blog. Right? The stories are weird as shit. You'll be like, what the hell is this guy talking about? But if you've been reading all the time and listening all the time, you will understand what I'm talking about. You know, and then you're like, holy motherfucking shit. These folk are depraved. And then I'll be like, yeah, right? Have you ever seen something like that? So originally I gained weight, it started there, because I started like really like, so I started eating like this place and then with like extra mayonnaise. They changed the place up with extra mayonnaise. I'll show you how I gained.
Do you want to order?
中文也可以。哦，这边啊，好，好，没问题吗？That's usually dumb shit. I would be scared to death as well as I were then, by the way. If I were then. I'll show you, by the way. So I started gaining weight then. I mean, you know, if I were them, you know, I would like you know, hide in a cave or something.
Set Kaohsiung.
Set， 可是要换成薯条，怎么换？
你要换吗？
对。更改。可是怎么换薯条？这个是一般月亮薯条，这个是因为不是一般的，对吧？是马铃薯的。
它没有一般的。
它没有一般的。
还是。
那这个是明太子薯条。
对，它是有加酱。
哦，这样。好，我看一下。
这个要吗？
我重新开始啊。
我们来先删除掉。
Oh, I see how they do. So they, yeah, okay. Obviously, I'm not in my happiest mood right now. No, so they fucked over my life because of. Anyway, we're gonna do it like this then, I guess. 啊，薯条有。
确认您的订单明细。确认无误后。
都有单点就有薯条。
单点。
对，如果单点的。对。
请拿取侧边号码牌，由下方 QR code 感应区进行扫描。在输入号码牌后，按下确认，若需要统一编号，请在栏位中输入统编号码，再选择付款方式。
开心麻卷，我怎么知道？就练吧。
请将你的是信用卡直接于下方信用卡感应区。将每一支信用卡直接于下方信用卡感应区。交易完成，交易明细表列印中，请取回交易明细表及号码牌，开点交付的文件上，撕上表并右加一项。当使用摩斯汽车点餐，请选择你需要的卡点。选择完成选购两餐以后，可按下方订单完成键。确认您的订单明细，确认无误后，请按下确认后环键。拿取侧边号码牌，于下方 QR code 感应区进行扫描。若需要统一编号，请在栏位中提示订单明细及号码牌，预约取餐后才结账。该点将为结账后进行制作。摩斯汉堡让您用餐愉快。
No, let's wait outside. It used to be on the left here where you paid. Or maybe it was like there already, I don't know. But like, Yeah, one time they had like a Russian history professor lookalike here. Because yeah, while you're being tortured, obviously that's also very important. Anyway, these folk are going to get a little Russian history of their ass, basically. Russian politics, Russian foreign politics. They were very satisfied about their outcomes. I have absolutely no clue what's wrong with them, but it's very serious, basically. So you know. Listen to the guy, right? Mentally disabled on top of it. Takes ages normally. That long. But yeah, they are obviously. And normally they take orders at the counter, right? But today, for some reason, they don't.
超人气美味，顶级必中。摩斯汉堡全店1元，上个牛汉堡核心超低价，澳洲可牛搭配香港卡比酱，一口入魂，帮球迷必吃。收费起司披萨热狗堡，高潮披萨酱也有起司肉烘烤，这个酱丝太诱人啦！超人气美味，顶级必中。摩斯汉堡全店1元，上个牛汉堡核心超低价，澳洲可牛搭配香港卡比酱，一口入魂，帮球迷必吃。收费起司披萨热狗堡，高潮披萨酱也有起司肉烘烤，这个酱丝太诱人啦！摩斯汉堡全店1元，上个牛汉堡核心超低价，澳洲可牛搭配香港卡比酱，一口入魂，帮球迷必吃。收费起司披萨热狗堡，高潮披萨酱也有起司肉烘烤，这个酱丝太诱人啦！超人气美味，顶级必中。
2杯都退掉还是退掉1个就好？还有那我看一下。下面给我带你起，
摩斯汉堡
刚刚也比较很简单。
我好像超级这一次，澳洲可牛搭配香港卡比酱，
取餐的时候在那边必吃。
所以是热狗堡，高潮披萨酱也有起司肉烘烤，这个酱丝太诱人啦！超人要顶级必中。
哦，好。
还有要换成
就是换玉米汤。
谢谢。
然后我待会下之后，我再当起来。
感谢你，谢谢。
摩斯汉堡全店1元，上个牛汉堡核心超低价，澳洲可牛搭配香港卡比酱，一口入魂，帮球迷必吃。收费起司披萨热狗堡，高潮披萨酱也有起司肉烘烤，这个酱丝太诱人啦！超人气美味，顶级必中。澳洲可牛搭配香港卡比酱，一口入魂，帮球迷必吃。收费起司披萨热狗堡，高潮披萨酱也有起司肉烘烤，这个酱丝太诱人啦！超人气美味，顶级必中。摩斯汉堡全店1元，上个牛汉堡核心超低价，澳洲可牛搭配香港卡比酱，一口入魂，帮球迷必吃。收费起司披萨热狗堡，高潮披萨酱也有起司肉烘烤，这个酱丝太诱人啦！超人气美味，顶级必中。超低价，澳洲可牛搭配香港卡比酱，一口入魂，帮球迷必吃。收费起司披萨热狗堡，高潮披萨酱也有起司肉烘烤，这个酱丝太诱人啦！超人气美味，顶级必中。
可以叫我。我刚才点出来，点出来报名的。
摩斯汉堡全店1元，上个牛汉堡核心超低价，澳洲可牛搭配香港卡比酱，一口入魂，帮球迷必吃。收费起司披萨热狗堡，高潮披萨酱也有起司肉烘烤，这个酱丝太诱人啦！超人气美味，顶级必中。摩斯汉堡全店1元，上个牛汉堡核心超低价，牛搭配香港卡比酱，一口入魂，帮球迷必吃。收费起司披萨热狗堡，
我已经点完。
太诱人啦！超人气美味，顶级必中。
我们没有再另外加美乃滋的。
放一点就好。
对。
能帮你加
里面有薯条，有那个番茄酱。
妹奶是不行，现在不行了吗？
对啊，我们现在没有。
大概前15年都有。 都可以。
电缆规定法对啊。
哦，是这样子哦。
公司规定。
然后以前
越来越
这个变得更好学。什么不好意思啊？你们会。So I said, we don't do that anymore. The fuckheads. I'm sorry, they said. You've done that for 15 years. What are you fighting about? They said, yeah, we do that. Sorry. I said, sorry your ass, you're gonna die. So first they gave nothing, and then they said, "Oh, extra mayonnaise." For fries, I said. Oh, for fries. Oh, we have ketchup for that. Oh, there you go. We don't do that anymore. Okay. Anyway, if that's what you want, I guess, I would not understand why you would choose something like that, but we have passed that stage for a long time now. Anyway, I'm gonna charge my stuff a bit in the meantime. This is so unbelievable, right? Seriously. What on earth? Okay, the mic quality will be a bit less, but we don't do that anymore. Anyway, you got a taste of what they actually did. This goes on, guys. This goes on and on and on and on. Okay, so I just used a copious amount of mayonnaise, basically. These people are like... super little, by the way. They knew very well what this was about. Well, they're listening. They're also listening. They know why they're there.
good.